Hello everyone, welcome to another live hosted by me, Mr. Philly. We got a good one for you today, guys. So we're making pumpkin pie. I'm so glad, I had another frozen pie crust from my last class that I took, which was a few weeks ago. We don't start again until January, so I'm so glad I found something to do with it. I really wasn't going to do anything, but I just realized, since I already have the pie crust is really the hardest part when you're making a pie. That's the most time consuming part. So, I looked it up and, pumpkin pie is actually pretty quick and simple, so we just decided to do that. Hello, how you doing, Esther? Haven't seen you in the last live. I missed you. How's it going? So also, in the last live, I made peanut butter cookies. I made the batter and mixed it and everything, but unfortunately, I had to chill it for a little bit, and I had some other things to do. So unfortunately, you didn't get to see me put it in the oven. So that's what we're gonna do today. Also, while we're making this, because the pie is gonna go in at 2 different temperatures. The peanut butter cookies are going to be done in like 8 minutes at a temperature of 350 degrees. So we're going to throw that in, and probably while we're actually mixing the pumpkin pie batter, we're going to check on them too. So hello Gabby, how you doing? And hello soccer Reddits, how's it going? Pumpkin pie, you betcha. All right, Alacio and Gabby Simpson, how you doing? Well, they look pretty amazing. All right, well, I'm going to show you the cookies, so we're about to throw them in right now. Don't they look delicious? There we go. Peanut butter peanut butter M&M cookies. I mean, the original recipe actually had peanut butter cup, but you can also use whatever you want. Like I said, you can use Reese's peanut butter cups too. Yeah. So I just decided to use, like I said, peanut butter M&Ms because those are my guilty pleasures. So, all right, there you go, guys. All right, so we're about to throw those in here and set our timer. Let's set our timer for about 7 minutes. Yeah, so we're gonna have to check on them pretty soon, and they're not gonna take very long. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, let's put it for 8 minutes. Let's get that. All right, 350. All right, give me a second, guys. Ouch. Okay, guys. All right, so I just threw those, what do you call it, the peanut butter M&Ms in the oven. Now we're gonna start on our pumpkin pie batter. Okay, so to start, we're going to, let me grab a drink really quick. I'm a little parched, that oven being on is starting to make me sweat a little bit. All right, to start with the pumpkin pie batter, we need 3/4 cup of, brown sugar, of course. And yes, for specifically a lot of pie recipes, you need to pack it, pack your brown sugar. You don't have to do that, and if you don't want to pack it, you can use a scale. But, I just like, it just depends on what time it is and how much of a hurry I am. So I just decided to pack mine just to, get better at doing it. Okay, so pack that. Oop. Oop. Well, thank you so much. Hello, Travis. Alright, so next we're gonna add the spices for our fix the camera here. Whoops. We're gonna add the spices for our pumpkin pie mix. These are our dry mixtures. Now I'm not going to name them all, so nutmeg, and then cinnamon, and then cloves. The recipe will be in the description box below, but yeah, there's just a few spices that you add to that. So we're going to add that in there too. All right, then we're going to give that a mix. Just incorporate that really good. All right, got 5 minutes. About 5 minutes, we're going to check on our peanut butter cookies. Really gotta mix that because brown sugar can be really lumpy. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna grab a spoon here in a second. Maybe I'm gonna grab a bigger whisk. This one sucks. Incorporate what? What are you talking about? Yeah, there's a much bigger whisk. Better watch the way you talk. You're gonna get a timeout. Hello, Draquin. How you doing? All right. Now we got that good and mixed. I think we got all the clumps, most of them out. We're making pumpkin pie, and we're also finishing up some peanut butter cookies. All right, Troll Child, you just earned yourself a timeout. You're gonna go stand in the corner now. Idiot best friend. Who are you talking to, Esther? You talking to me or what? Hello, JK Edits. How you doing? Dude, they're cooking for women. That sounds sexist. All right, now. Good. Thanks for asking. All right. So next, we are going to add our pumpkin pie puree. You know, I really wanted to use Libby's. Libby's is the best, but all they had was great value left. You know, I went to Walmart today. It was like COVID. You know, we got 4 days till Christmas, so it's like, yeah, everything's gone. Yeah, everybody's baking this weekend. I figured that. Let's see, what does this guy have to say? Looks good, yeah. It's gonna be $1 million pumpkin pie. Thanks for asking. All right, so we're about to open up our pumpkin pie puree. Find my thingy. All right. All right, we got 2 minutes. Oh, the peanut butter cookies looking so good. Episode of Friends. No, this is way better than that. This is my cooking show. All right, so we're gonna add our it's a 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree. Now, I was watching a lot of different videos about pie making, but from what I garnered, what I gleaned was that pumpkin pie, and we're also finishing up some peanut butter cookies in the oven right now. We made that in the last episode, but we're just throwing them in the oven today, or in this live. Yeah, what I garnered is that, you know, for pie crust, it's always good to be frozen. You know, the pie crust has been freezing. Well, actually, I've had it in there frozen for a few weeks now. So, but yeah, when you bake, specifically, pie crust is always better frozen. So yes, it will cook a lot better. And I'm also, just for a precaution, just to come out really more crispy, using some egg wash today too. We're gonna use some egg wash when we take our pie crust out. Oh, and I think it's time to check on our cookies. Ooh, they look so good. Maybe a couple more minutes. Come on there. Maybe 3 more minutes and see where that goes. Come on, what the heck? Okay, what's wrong with my thingy? There we go. Thank you. All right, so just a few more minutes for those cookies. They're pretty close to being done. And now we're gonna add 3 eggs, and make sure they're room temperature. Specifically, I'm not exactly sure what, but I think cheesecake and certain pies, the ingredients you add should be room temperature. And the eggs are just for binding. They help, you know, they're gonna help this pumpkin pie batter bind. All right, and lastly, that's what I heard. Leave it to the cook. Learn something new every day. You're never done learning in the kitchen. There's always something new. Because the amount of recipes with food you can put together are endless. I also have another tip too, which I think I'm going to use today. Sometimes pie crust actually bake really fast, so I'm going to use, I didn't use it in my last pie making, but you know, if you want to prevent that, put some tin foil around it. Well, some of you guys probably already know that, but yeah, I think I'm going to use some tin foil today, just so the, I'm always afraid my pie crust is going to brown too quickly. Hello, Efron Sandoval. How you doing, Efron? I seen you the other night. All right, so lastly, we're going to add 12 ounces of evaporated milk. There we go. All right. Now the mixing part. Now a tip for this specific recipe, you don't have to do this after we're done mixing it. We're gonna pour it in the pot, which we already have here, and we're gonna warm it up. All we're doing is we're just getting it a little warm because that's just gonna help it cook faster. You don't have to do it, but you know, I was watching a lot of different videos about it. It actually will help, supposedly. I mean, there's no difference. One guy I watched, he cooked one that he warmed up the batter, and then one he didn't. It just basically the one that wasn't warmed up took a little bit longer to cook, that's all. But we're gonna do it just to test that theory, see if and make sure that we don't, see if we don't have to put it in the, keep it in the oven longer than we need to. All right. Look at that guy, look at that batter, guys. Doesn't it start looking like pumpkin pie batter? Okay. Let me put you guys up here real quick. Oh, no, that's not gonna work either. Not much better. Alright, so now, there you go. Now we're just going to pour it into our pot, and it's already on a low heat, so we're just trying to get this warmed up. That's all we're doing. We're just trying to get the pumpkin batter warmed up a little bit, just to help it cook faster. That's all. That's all it's for. Like I said, this is completely optional. All right. Oh, cookies. All right, there we go. Should only take a few minutes to warm up. We're just trying to get some heat on it. All right, there we go. Now while that's warming up, we're gonna check on our cookies again. Turn the heat up just a little bit. All right. Ooh. Oh, I think the cookies are pretty much done. Oh gosh, you guys gotta look at this. These look amazing. You guys, those are done? They are, definitely, right? Oh, they look amazing. Oh yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna take them out. Take the chill out. I had an oven mitt here somewhere. I don't know where it is. Oh, it works. There we go. Milk? I'm not a milk drinker. There we go. Oh yeah, don't they look amazing? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think those are done. So you're definitely gonna see me try these today. Oh yeah. Alright, now we're gonna turn our oven up to 400 because that's the heat we need for our pumpkin pie. Alright, let's see if I can grab my spatula here. My spatula go. Okay. All right, guys. Oh yeah. And you know, these are how I like my cookies. Like right out of the oven, falling apart. I mean, if you take them out a second before, they're almost runny. That's how I like my cookies. Those are the best. Oh yeah. Whoop. They are falling apart a little bit just because they just came out of the oven. Find one that's a little more stiffer. There we go. Oh yeah. Well, moment of truth. Peanut butter M&M cookies taste test. Wish me luck, guys. That's the best peanut butter cookie I've ever had. Homemade is always better. Doesn't it? Slap a bib on me and watch my arteries clog up and hook me up to a blood pressure machine. Oop. Show you guys that more time. There we go. They look so good, don't they? Honestly, I probably could have taken these out even a minute sooner, but yeah, if I would have let them in there a little bit longer, they would have gotten a little bit more. So yeah, but they're just perfect. I took them out just in time. Just got the perfect peanut butter, and then those rich notes from peanut butter and chocolate from the M&Ms. Authentic, delicious peanut butter cookie. That is peanut butter delicious. Thank you so much. They were good. All right, now we're gonna go start on. Now we're gonna finish up with our pie. Sorry, I had to turn the heat up a little bit. This wasn't getting any warm. Here we go, our frozen pumpkin pie. Oh, I hope I turned my oven on. Yeah, to 400. Oh, there we go. All right, so like I said, you know, I'm just gonna paint it with some egg wash to help it come out crispier. egg wash. Here we go. All right. Yes, it did. And as I mentioned, frozen pie crust is the way to go when you're making pies. I mean, the pie crust should and can be frozen when you cook it. That is going to give you the best bake from from the research that I've done. So yeah. Well, I took it out earlier a few times. I was gonna bake it earlier, but I just didn't have time. So I just waited till my peanut butter cookies were done, so I can make it with you guys both. Because this was going to go in at different times. It's going to go in at 400 for 15 minutes, the first 15 minutes, and then after that, after the 15 minutes, we're going to turn it down to 350, and then it's going to bake for the rest of the 40 minutes. So probably won't have time to actually try it with you guys, but I will definitely make a short out of it when I do. And if we have time, if we have a chance, maybe I will make a live about me trying it, because this is something I'm more even intrigued to try. This has been my first time making pumpkin pie. No, this is I made this crust. I did not make it here. I made it at my class, my culinary class, and I had an extra bunch of pie crust to take home with me. So I helped make it. But yeah, this one is not store-bought. No, this is homemade. No, I just made it in class. I just had an extra one that the other one was an extra one too for the pecan pie. So yes, these are all homemade. They've just been frozen for a little bit from my culinary class. All right, so we got it warmed up here. All right, now we're about to pour our delicious mixture in the bowl. All right, guys, here we go. Does that look great? Oh yeah. Sorry, I didn't answer that question before, but hey, you know what? When I start my merchandise store, maybe I will make cookies that you can buy, actually. Actually, that is probably something that I should do when I actually start my merchandise store. Sell perishable food on my merch store. So hopefully someday you will get to try some of my desserts or delicious, amazing food. Thank you. I know you did. You're up pretty late, actually. Yeah, when I started the peanut butter cookies, I started that earlier. So you're actually a night owl. It's 11 o'clock right now. So now I'm starting to notice. That's okay. Obviously, I'm a night owl too. Not by choice, just because of how my body works, unfortunately. Yeah. All right. Let me show you guys. I hope you guys can see that. Sorry. So I broke my camera stand earlier, again for the 5th time. And I have to buy another one, so the lighting isn't as good as it normally is. So, you know, that's what happens when you buy it at Walmart. I would buy a nicer one on Amazon, but, you know, my room is so small, I just don't have any more room to store anything. But one of these days, if somebody buys it for Christmas, maybe. We'll see eventually. Doesn't that look good, though? All right. Now, okay. Waiting for our oven to preheat. Oh, we got it's 395 now, so we're pretty close. All right, 400. Yeah, we're gonna gently. Oh, before we do, oh, I'm alive, walking and talking and blinking and breathing. You know. Thank you for asking. How are you? Oh yeah. Like I said, just really wanted to use this for a precaution. Cover my pie crust with tin foil just so they don't brown so fast. Like I said, this is totally optional. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. But I'm just going to try it just to make sure. Now, I'm going to attempt to put this in the oven. Gently put it in the oven. Yeah. All right, here we go. Ah. There we go. Oh yeah, made it in the oven. Okay. All right, guys. What's going on here? Okay, there we go. You take your time. We're about to be done anyway. Comb my hair. Why should I do that? Complicates my life. All right, so that's going to be in there at 400 for about 15 minutes, and then this is the longest I've grown my hair out. I haven't had a haircut in 4 months. Everybody wants to have the hippie look. There's like 2 people that already have the hippie look in my family. The hair is down to here, so I'm going to try and see if it works on me. So yeah, newsflash for you. I don't think I'm getting a haircut. Trying to go without a haircut for another 8 months. See if we can go for a year. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's going to go in there for about 15 minutes at 400, and then we're going to lower it to 350, and that's going to be 45 minutes. So so we got a whole hour to kill, so probably not going to stay on. Probably just going to stay on for about another 15 minutes with you guys and just chit-chat. But yeah, probably won't be able to. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be have the energy to stay on live that long, honestly. So yeah. Yeah. So unfortunately, probably won't be able to get me to get to taste test the pumpkin pie with you guys. Well, I will taste test another cookie with you guys, but I will definitely make a short out of it. And if I have time to make a live and incorporate another live, I will. But these were pretty damn fine. I found my new favorite addiction in the world. Peanut butter M&M peanut butter cookies. Double peanut butter M&M cookies. Or whatever you call them. They're so good. So you think if I leave these for Santa, he will actually get me a Ferrari this year, or one of my Rolex watches that I asked for? Maybe. I'd like to think so, but I don't know. I don't really buy milk that much. I'm not a big milk person. I only use milk for, you know, coffee or, you know, whatever I'm using to cook with. I do not drink milk straight. These are so good though. This is the most self-baking I've done in my whole life, honestly. I'm so surprised. Hello, Cruz. How you doing? That's great. Oh, hope I did this right. How's your day going today? Oh, you're back. Okay. Well, you didn't miss much. So basically, I just threw the pumpkin pie in the oven, and that's going to be on 400 for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to lower it to 350, and that's going to take another 40 minutes. So unfortunately, like I said, you're probably not going to be able to watch me actually try the pumpkin pie tonight, which I was more intrigued to try with you guys, but I will definitely make a short about it. And if we make another live, hopefully I might try to incorporate it with you. I'm sure you guys probably do want to see me try that pumpkin pie, and I'm more intrigued to try that. But these were spectacular, though. At least you did get to see me try the peanut butter cookies. They were peanut buttery, spectacular, amazing. Wow. Like I said, I think when I start a merch store, I'm going to have to include some kind of something that is edible that you guys can buy from me. So, yeah, I'm just going to... Yeah, I'm not going to be awake for another hour. It's going to be an hour before I take that out. So, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe if I'm awake, I don't know. I don't really like making 5-minute shorts, honestly. I'm like making a whole video. So, yeah, probably not going to be able to. So, all right. Well, guys, I mean, it was nice hanging out with you tonight. You know, thank everybody for watching. Thanks for all the new subs. Well, you know what? I will make one just for you. All right. Well, I will definitely make a live about it tomorrow then. I don't like making short lives, but you know what? I'm sure a lot of you probably did want to see me try that pumpkin pie, so yeah. I'm probably not even gonna... yeah, I'm not gonna be able to try it, and I'm not even gonna try it tonight. I ate a bunch of peanut butter cookies, so I kind of feel done right now, honestly. So, I mean, actually, one thing that I wanted to point out, though, you know, for pumpkin pie, I don't know if you really need to chill it. I think I mean, I looked for the recipes of the research that I looked up. I don't think you need to chill pumpkin pie. I think you can serve it as is. Well, you can let it chill, let it cool off. But I mean, probably wouldn't hurt to chill it a little bit. But I don't think you have to chill it overnight, from my understanding. I could be wrong though. But I will definitely do a little more research into that. So even if I wanted to, I might not be able to try it tonight. So anyway. Well, these peanut butter cookies were out of this world, and you know, we got pumpkin. Thank you for watching me making a pumpkin pie and throwing it in the oven. I really appreciate all the likes and subscribes. Thanks so much, guys. Merry Christmas, and as always, happy cooking, everyone. Bye.